Okay, so you started writing. Harper's and Queen was like really that.
It was the very hip magazine of the moment.
Yeah.
Because it was all about sort of trend spotting and I mean all sorts of fun stuff.
And back then it must have been such fun to work at.
And it was great fun. It was great fun because that was a period when people took glossy magazines quite sort of seriously. That was a time when, you know, when glossy magazines were really quite sort of culturally important and they were fun and, you know, lots of stuff was happening. So it was very fortunate to be in the midst of that at a sort of high point in the whole development of the genre.
And you wrote so much of them, and I had like under a lot of pseudonyms too.
Yeah, I mean, at one stage, there was my great friend and fellow writer, Nicholas Coleridge, and I were sort of in the engine room at Harper's, and we were in this little sort of cubbyhole, the two of us with our typewriters, just churning out stuff. You know, we'd need to, you know, write a couple of thousand words on something by the end of the afternoon. So, you know, it was great. I mean, it was great training. I loved doing that.
Where do you think like this confidence came from to be able to like embrace, not feel like you have to know everything about restaurants or everything about design?
I think it's what someone once called ignorance-based decision making. Namely, I'm very bad at saying no. So I generally tend to say yes, and then I try to figure out how to do what I've agreed to, you know, what I've just said yes
well,
to.
you're an enthusiast.
Yeah,
That's what I love.
You know, I like trying things.